hit that subscribe button and the bell icon beside it to check out our latest videos before anyone else. Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech and this is a comparison between Moto G5s Plus and the Lenovo K8 Note. There isn't a huge difference between both the phones, just few differences. Moto G5s Plus is sold at 16,000 rupees on Amazon and Moto Hubs in two colors, Lunar Grey and Blush Gold. I'll suggest you the Lunar Grey color. Lenovo K8 Note is sold in two variants, starting at 13,000 rupees for the 3GB RAM and 32GB storage variant, and another variant is sold at 14,000 rupees for 4GB RAM and 64GB of internal storage. It's also available in two colors, Venom Black and Fine Gold. Venom Black is the color I'll suggest. Now let's start with the similarities and then we'll see where each phone excels. Both the phones come with a 2.5D curved Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on the front for added protection. That makes the phone look premium and display surface is smooth, but it will be hard to get a good tempered glass for them. On both the phones, buttons are made of metal and have good tactile feel to them. Both the phones have a similar physical footprint, with Moto having rounded corners. For the comparison, I'll just consider the top end variant of K8 Note. So both the phones come with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. You get about 51GB of free space on K8 Note and 52GB of free space on Moto. Now those were the similarities. Now let's look at the differences. K8 Note has the same old regular boring design that we have been seeing for the past 2 years. Same old metal back with plastic strips at the top and bottom for antennas and vertically aligned dual camera setup followed by a fingerprint scanner. Moto comes with a complete unibody metal design with an iconic circular camera module with a fingerprint scanner on the front. It does look more refined and premium than K8 Note. K8 Note weighs 180 grams and Moto weighs 168 grams. In hand, Moto feels slightly lighter. In terms of design and build, Moto is definitely the winner. It just feels solid and looks refreshing. Both the phones have all the basic sensors like ambient proximity accelerometer. They even have gyroscope, LED notification light, FM radio and a fingerprint scanner. On Moto, we can't use LED light, it's disabled by default, so unless you root the phone, you can't use it. In addition to that, it has NFC, but it is missing compass. K8 Note has a working LED notification light and compass, but it's missing NFC, which might not be a big deal. Moto wants us to use the Moto display, so that's why they disable the notification light. Now both the phones have fingerprint scanners at different positions. Both are fast and accurate. On Moto, we have fingerprint gestures. Once you enable 1K navigation, we can use some gestures like swipe left to go back, swipe right for recent apps and touch to go home, and hold to lock the phone. Moto comes with a nano SIM slot and a hybrid SIM slot, so you can't use two SIMs and SD card all at once. K8 Note comes with two nano SIM slots and a dedicated SD card slot. That's an advantage for Lenovo. Both the phones support dual SIM with VoLTE, Jio works without any issues, call quality and signal reception are good on both the phones. But on K8 Note, we can make video calls using the phone dialer, and on Moto, we can't. Additionally, K8 Note has an extra button on the left called Music Key. Using it, we can control the music player, like click to play or pause, double tap or triple tap for next and previous songs. We can also configure it to open a specific app, toggle torch or even take a screenshot. Once again, this isn't a super awesome feature, just a nice addition. In terms of hardware, K8 Note is definitely the winner because of the compass and a dedicated SD card slot. Both the phones have a 5.5-inch Full HD IPS display, both have good sunlight edgeability and both look warm. Comparatively, Moto has a more warmer display. Moto has the option to choose between on-screen buttons and fingerprint gestures for navigation. On K8 Note, we just have capacitive buttons that are not backlit. So if you go with on-screen buttons on Moto, you will lose some screen real estate. For media consumption like watching videos and playing games, I found Moto's display to be slightly better. Now that's just my personal opinion. Individually, both are good. This is an area where both the phones differ a lot. Both come with dual camera setup on the back. On Moto, it has a dual 13 megapixel camera. One of them is a regular RGB sensor and another one is a monochrome sensor used for depth sensing. On Lenovo, it has a regular 13 megapixel camera with an RGB sensor and another 5 megapixel camera for depth sensing. On the front, Moto has an 8 megapixel camera and K8 Note has a 13 megapixel camera and both the phones come with a dedicated flash on the front. Both the phones are from the same brand and have same software features. Both the phones offer portrait mode, a feature that blurs the background of a subject. It is called depth enable mode on these phones. Apart from that, we also have 3 additional features. We can change the focus point, we can turn the background or foreground to black and white, we can even replace the background of an image. With that said, as of now, none of these features work perfectly. It's mostly a hit or a miss. In daylight and well lit conditions, on Moto, colors look warm and it saturates the colors. Lenovo does it too, sometimes it saturates them and sometimes undersaturates them. Moto has better dynamic range, better sharpness, better auto HDR mode, and better exposure control. But the actual camera UI and capturing speeds are slow. Comparatively, capturing speeds are noticeably better on Lenovo. For portrait shots, both are bad, but comparatively, Moto is slightly better. For selfies, once again Moto is better. It has better colors and better dynamic range, but both are equally wide. Selfies on Lenovo turn out to be bright, but it has focusing issues, so you might end up with blurry shots. Even in low light selfies, Moto is better. They are wide and more bright. In low light conditions, Moto produces brighter images with lot of noise and colors are to the warmer side. Lenovo does the same, but it replaces the noise with blacks, so it looks better. Once again, capturing speeds are bad on Moto. For video recording, Moto can shoot in 4K and in 1080p it offers electronic image stabilization. On K8 Note we can't shoot in 4K and there is no stabilization. So footage from Moto looks much stable than Lenovo. So guys, to conclude, Moto has better cameras, better hardware, it's the best for video recording. But it suffers slow capturing speeds. Comparatively, K8 Note is good and is more stable. Moto G5s Plus comes with an 8-core Snapdragon 625 processor with Adreno 506 GPU. K8 Note comes with a 10-core MediaTek Helios X23 processor with Mali T880 GPU. These are the benchmark scores. Obviously, K8 Note has more raw performance. Gaming experience is almost the same on both the phones. There are no heating issues and no lag for most of the games, but I felt visuals were slightly better on Moto. That might have something to do with the Adreno GPU. For regular usage, everything was buttery smooth on both the phones. But in terms of responsiveness, for smaller apps, Moto was faster. For bigger apps like Facebook or games, Lenovo was faster. Even the memory management was slightly better on Lenovo. You can check out my speed test for more information. So in terms of performance, Lenovo is better, but Moto feels slightly more responsive. Both the phones come with pure stock Android based on Android 7.1.1. Both the phones will get Oreo update, but Moto might get it faster. Both the phones support adaptive storage feature, so you can use the SD card as internal storage. As it's stock Android, K8 Note is completely empty. All it has is a VR mode that splits the screen into 2 parts to have a Theater Max experience when used in a VR headset. But it's not that impressive. Moto also has stock Android, but comes with some additional features like Moto Actions and Moto Display. You can do a chopping gesture to toggle flash, flip the phone twice to open camera. We also have one-handed mode, Moto Display, and night mode. So to conclude, if faster updates and more features are a priority for you, Moto G5s Plus is the winner. If you don't care about the updates and software features, then it's a tie in this round. Both the phones come with an audio jack and a loud mono speaker at the bottom. K8 Note comes with Dolby Atmos sound enhancement for speaker and headset. Audio experience on headset was better than Moto. In terms of speaker loudness, both are equally loud, but I felt Moto to be slightly better, but that's negligible. Moto comes with a 3000 mAh battery and K8 Note comes with a 4000 mAh battery. I got around 5 to 6 hours of screen on time on both the phones, with K8 Note doing slightly better. Both the phones come with a micro USB charging port and support fast charging. They come with a 15 watts power adapter. Moto can be charged completely in 90 minutes and K8 Note takes 2 hours. So in the battery department, it's almost a tie, but I favor Moto. For many people, price, looks and dedicated SD card slot might be the major deciding factors. If you want a phone with more storage, better audio, then get the Lenovo K8 Note. If you want a so-called branded phone, With better build, faster updates, and more features, get the Moto G5s Plus. As of now, cameras on Lenovo are more stable than Moto. We don't know when Moto might fix them, so it's better to go with Lenovo K8 Note. If you want my suggestion under 15,000 rupees, I'll definitely suggest you to go with Mi A1 instead. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Which of these phones will you choose and why? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech signing off. Have a nice day.